Well, I think one of the reasons that outsourced technology has gotten a bad rap through the years, I think even to today, is that most of the outsourced companies really focus on the technology um, and not on the client's business. They're really reactive in nature, even if they say they might be a managed service provider. It's really about fixing what's broken. Um, One of the things that we've done in our whole 7 years has really been focus on the client, and we consider ourselves a customer service company. So I think when we really take a look at that and the clients come first and helping them with their needs, it really comes true. Customer service from day one as 3 and 4 people and employees was really the way that we got our foot in the door, and we did everything we could to prove that once we got in there. Today, even though we have nearly 30 employees and a few hundred clients, that really holds true. Within our organization, we've got 3 folks just in the service department focused primarily on customer service, to making sure the client's needs are met. We answer the phone every time. They don't just send a ticket in to get support. People are always following up with them. And that's one of the things our customers have told us that differentiates us and why they continue to do business with us is because of our people. It's really about that personal connection. Even when we do preventive maintenance, we still do it on site. We could do most of that stuff remotely, but customer service, having that relationship with our engineering team, the customer service folks, so it's not just the sales folks running with the clients. Well, I think it's so often, it's very easy in marketing to really say, okay, you come up with a tagline, it's nice and pretty, and people really like it. Ours is, we'll be right there. And what does that mean to our clients? Well, before we went through, as part of this rebranding effort, we researched, we had our independent third-party marketing company go out and query our clients and ask them, why did you do business with Vertical IT, and why do you keep doing business with them? And they told us one is it was our proactive nature, both up front on our network assessments, continue to be the customer service. They know our team. They know our team by name, and we know them by name. We know what their birthdays are and their kids' names and so on. We'll be right there, I think, comes to a couple of different things. One, economically, in the Tampa Bay market, last year was a challenging year. There were a lot of companies who didn't make it through. And then two is the fact that when we say we'll be right there is that we're proactive in the measures, we're strategic with them, we help them in that way. And of course, we'll be right there means we've always got people ready. We've got a great depth of engineering with more than 15 engineers. We're there 24/7. They need us after hours, evening, we're always there. Our monitoring service is always right there 24/7, always watching and taking care of their network. So I think it really goes beyond just a little tagline. It's really who we are and the commitment that we have to our clients. Well, I think one of the things that we really put in place and reinforced last year was something we call 5 points of contact. It was put in by Steve Shaw, our Director of Professional Services, as a way to further enhance the relationship with the clients and ensure we were doing a good job, especially on the reactive work. You know, the projects and some of the consulting work is not as high stress, I guess, if you will. You know, when a client calls us and they're in need, we want to make sure, one, on the 5 points of contact of understanding what their need is. Two is that the engineers call them on the way out to, again, confirm where they went, which location they need to go if they're multi-site. They get on site, they'll go see the client contact and ensure that we know what the expectation is. What's the problem? What do we think we need to do to get it? Then, once we've resolved that issue, is to go back to the client again and say, here's what I did, and I want to test that with you to make sure it's all fixed. And then further, the following day, the engineering team following up with the client to make sure that what we did is still fixed and everything's taken care of. We can close it. If it's not, then we schedule some more time. So last year obviously was a challenging financial year for most companies out there, and I think customer service was one of those ways that we really focus on ensuring we kept the clients that we had and really helped them through some tough times. You know, not every one of our clients, you know, made it through last year, but helped to ensure that the IT, they had nothing to worry about. I think that things will improve. They have been improving for our clients financially. So I think that the needs last year was really on cost containment. I think this year they'll be looking at, you know, maybe loosening the reins because their businesses are improving and looking to do some of those improvements maybe they put on hold for last year. Maybe they'll look at a new way to do some of their IT strategies, which is great because our IT consulting group has grown and some of our service offerings there. And I think that they'll be looking at um, applications and efforts and virtualization and expansion of their networks, maybe them actually buying some new companies, etc., so that they have some better expansion in their businesses.